Today I'm going to tell you about 5 amazing middle grade novels that you're going to need to add to your to-read list. You're going to want to just share these books with young readers, friends. They are just absolutely phenomenal. I've had a lot of time to read. I'm about a week into summer vacation and I've read some doozies. Let's start off with Alan Gratz's War Games. This book comes out in October of 2025. It's about a girl named Evie who is on the U.S. Olympic team in the 1936 Olympics. You probably know that Olympics from what Jesse Owens did in Germany. Well, Evie is from she was part of the Dust Bowl. Her family's super poor. They have nothing. This is an opportunity for her to really rise out of the ashes for her family and make a name for herself and get some money and fame and help her family just totally change things. But when she gets to Germany, she learns a lot about what's really going on there. And she is approached by some people who want her to help them steal some gold from a vault in Germany. And she knows this is a bad idea. But if her Olympic dreams of winning gold don't come true, she feels if she can bring home some gold, it will really change things for her family. The characters that you meet in this book, what you learn about the history of Germany during that time, all of the different characters from different parts of the world coming together in this book is absolutely brilliant. Alan Gratz has done it again. This would have been a book I would have been obsessed with as a kid. I wish that it would have existed when I was a kid. I would have read a lot more in middle school of Alan Gratz. Wasn't a middle schooler himself, probably during that time. So War Games, check it out. Phenomenal, unforgettable read. It can be such an easy sell to kids. School, Jamie Sumner. I don't know how she's doing it, but this author is creating and making so many books. It's just fascinating to see her pump out book after book. I just read her book, Please Pay Attention. It felt like yesterday it came out. School is about a boy named Lenny, whose father is a college professor, and his mother has passed away from cancer, and they're grieving, and it's kind of going to a new college. And some of the college professors have decided to start their own school with their children. So it's a 5-student school kind of taught by professors. It's really open, and they can go to different professors' classes during the week, and they have to do a project. It sounds like an amazing school. Lenny is struggling with grief, so he's not really all into it. Now the kids are really into it, but they kind of start to pick up on it. Lenny just kind of blows a lot of things off as he's trying to figure things out. But he does meet a professor who teaches a children's literature class, I guess, like fantasy and fairy tale stories. And that man really helps to change his life and help him to get things kind of back on the right track. It's a beautiful book. I would love, this is my own idea, Jamie, if you're listening, I would love for this to become a series and have different books from different characters' point of views. Not that it's my job to tell people what to do and what books to write, but I just was so sad when I was done with these characters and done with this book, and I wanted to get to know the other characters as much as I got to know Lenny. Phenomenal read, so much fun. Page turner, check it out, School. All right, no real difficulty sell on this one. Kwame Alexander, Jerry Craft have teamed up in an illustrated novel told by 2 characters, J and K. Jerry telling the story of J, Kwame telling the character of K, and they are entering a storytelling competition in their school, and they become huge rivals. J is a big illustrator, likes to tell his stories with pictures. K likes to tell his stories with words, and they decide that maybe I should tell my story with also words, or maybe I should tell my story with also pictures, and they kind of try to sabotage each other. But then watching them kind of flip the script and kind of start to maybe respect each other a little bit more, maybe become friends a little bit more. And it's also got these little parts of the story, see if I can find one, where the authors come in and kind of interrupt the story, like Kwame and Jerry come in and they just change the story. And sometimes I think one of the parts of the story early in the book, one of the characters' parents, they're talking about their parents' job, and then they decide as authors to change what the parent does for a living because it fits the story better. It's really fun. It's unique. It's unlike anything that our kids are probably used to. J and K, absolutely great. This one I read because of the cover. Not gonna lie, I read this book 100% because that cover was captivating to me. You can see Bigfoot right there in those binoculars. This is a story of a girl named Evie who is the daughter of a cryptozoologist, and her dad go on all kinds of adventures trying to learn more about things like the Jersey Devil and Bigfoot. And she kind of feels like she messed up one of his big discoveries. And so she's feeling really awful about that. He doesn't trust her anymore. The family has to move again. They move all the time, but this time it's gonna be a more permanent move. The mom has a job as a TV anchor in LA. So they're gonna, be more settled in. And so she's like, oh, moving again, but maybe I'll have a chance to make some real friends. Her surprise, holy smokes, she gets to class the first day and her best friend from summer camp that she's seen multiple summers is there, and she's so excited. She has a friend built in. This is going to be the greatest thing ever. But her friend ghosts her. Her friend acts like she doesn't know her, makes her feel like she is crazy, for lack of a better term, and it's crushing to her. And she convinces herself that it is not her friend, but it is a golem, and that has replaced her friend. And she makes some new friends and decides to see if they will help her to prove this. It's wild. It's quite the adventure. You can kind of see the train wreck happening before the main character sees the train wreck happening, but it is a beautiful story. Could not get enough of this book. I think young readers, especially middle school readers, are going to absolutely love A Field Guide to Broken Promises. Check it out. It's phenomenal. So this one, I'm really in this realistic fiction kick here at the beginning of summer vacation, or like a book that, like both of these books, you are like, are they realistic fiction? Are they magical realism? So I guess you have to decide as a reader what you think. But this one, I just wanted another story about some kids in school. And boy, did I get it. It's a story of a girl named, what's her name? I'm really bad with names, so I always have to look when I do this. Nadine, of course. Nadine, who moves in with her grandmother in a small Illinois town because her mom is struggling with addiction. This is her mom's original hometown. She's moving from Chicago to the small Illinois town. And she meets this boy, Francis, on the very first day, and everyone picks on him, like awful, terrible to him. And he's like, you're not going to be friends with me. No one ends up being friends with me. You're just going to be like everyone else. And then she decides like she's actually going to be friends with him. And they really hit it off, and they work on the school project together. And Francis, his mom died in this awful tornado that hit this town 12 years ago when he was 6 months old. And they decide to do this huge project on that event. But the mayor of the town only wants him to do positive stories, so he's kind of trying to sabotage them. And what they discover is wild. I did not see this one coming. So I think young readers are going to really enjoy getting to know these two characters. An amazing grandmother character, too. Amazing grandmother character. But I loved it. But man, they were mean to that kid. And I love that he found her, and they got to become friends. It's a beautiful book. So these are 5 amazing books I cannot wait to share when I head back to school in the fall. I'm not ready to head back to school because I'm ready to keep reading. And there's nothing like this, friends. I'm sure if you're an educator, you know this. Summer reading. I forgot what it was like to read when I'm not tired. I have been so tired. All of the books that I've read in like April, May, and June. And now it's summer, and like to read multiple chapters without even being tired, when I was going some nights where I would spend like 15 minutes falling asleep reading the same page. It is magical. So happy reading. Hopefully you found something awesome to add to your to-read list. My name is Colby Sharp. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have an awesome-tastic day.